Hello, this is Marshallie, and welcome to my garden diary. Today is the 26th of June 2021, and I'd like to focus on this plant here. So, this is called Prunella vulgaris, or it's also more commonly known as heal all, and it's from the mint family. So, it doesn't taste like mint, but it's from the mint family. It's edible, so I can use the leaves, the younger ones, in salad, and but the leaves and the stems can also be eaten. You can put them in salads, or you can use them to make tea, or you can use it as a vegetable in stews or soups. So yeah, so this is a good one to have in the garden if you want something that is also not only decorative or doesn't only look good, but also can be used as food. So it has these lavender flowers on it, and it's quite a vigorous plant. So it will start blooming now in June, and it can bloom to August. So what will happen when the blooms are spent, if I don't dry these, because I can dry them and save all of the plant. I could dry the whole plant from stem to flower for tea, and I think I'll do that this year. So I'll go in because there's a bit here, and as I said before, it's quite vigorous. So I'll dry some. I already used some for tea. I'll dry some with the whole stem and the flowers, and so I'll have that. Mostly I use it in the winter months when it's not available outside. So it likes sun, and this one here is in full sun. There's absolutely no shade right here. The only shade that it will get is shade from the other plants that are beside it. So when you zoom out like that, you can see that it has quite attractive bloom, and right now there's nothing else blooming at that side, so that's the only thing that's showing up in the with the green background. I If I want to uh, get more of this plant or plant it somewhere else, then I would just divide it up in autumn and plant it somewhere else. But be careful, be careful with this plant. It's from the mint family, so it is very, very vigorous, and it's very, very hard to kill this plant. This plant is a hardy plant that wants to live and wants to survive, and it will take over a particular spot if you're not careful. So if you don't want it to take over a particular spot, then you need to plant it in a pot. Just cut the bottom out of the pot and then plant it somewhere, and then that will keep it in check. So so that it doesn't spread vigorously if that's not what you want. So yeah, and after it's blooming, as I said, I'll just use these. I'll dry, and I'll be using this in salads. So I'm not sure if there will be a lot to prune back, but after it's blooming, you can also prune it back, and then that will be okay. Or if I wasn't going to use the flowers, then I would have gone ahead and deadhead the flowers, so that would induce more blooming and promote new growth. Right. So this it's it's quite well known, and it's supposed to be good for a number of different health. It should have a different health benefits to it. But yeah, I'm I'm not sure, but I'm not sure about the health benefit, but I do use it in salad and I drink the tea, and I'm quite healthy, so I don't know if I get any health benefit from that. I'm sure I do. I mean, all plants that have this kind of green foliage are usually quite healthy anyway, but yeah, I can't say much about the supposedly health benefit that it has, but it's edible. Okay, so that's the heal all or Vulgaris. And you can see the bees like it as well. They're having fun down there. Yeah. Okay, so let's just take a view here. The baby's breath is coming along very nicely. So see, it's really filling out the space that is there, and that will start blooming pretty soon. And then we have our brick red background there. So the garden is doing quite well, and there are some more roses that are open. This one I haven't looked at all because, yeah, I don't know why, but and this one has like a buttermilk color to it, cream buttermilk. And when the blooms are a little bit older, it gets a pink flush like that. So this is also has a nice scent to it. This is a scented rose here. I think all the other roses I have looked at in some other of my videos. That one is doing quite well, and also the clematis Warsaw Nike is also doing well back there. So that is going well. Yeah. So today I also need to do some cleaning up. The garden is filling out quite nicely, but there are some weeds. There are some weeds in between that I need to go in and take care of. So another technique I have when I'm cleaning up my garden is I do parallel. So we have our fence at the back there, and each panel of that fence is about a meter from right one panel to the next. And another technique I use not to get overwhelmed with the garden work and still to get things done efficiently, I then take a panel at a time. So today I'll do that panel to that panel and parallel from that area way up here. So it's vertical. This is vertical garden work here. So I'll just go from that, so the one about a meter, and then come up here vertical here, and then I'll just go through this area, cut back everything that needs to be cut back, take out everything that needs to be taken out, make sure that everything is okay, and then that will be the garden work that I'll do today. And then the next day I'll take the next panel and the next panel. So it will usually takes me about, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 panels, so about 6 days it will take me. Of course, if there's not a lot to do, I might do 2 panels in one go. But the important thing is to have a goal, to complete that goal, to get it done, and have a plan of what I'm going to do in the garden, so that things get done, and that I don't overlook anything as well. So yeah, I will finish the video for today. See, I have my tools I have already started. Even though the foxgloves weren't finished, there were a couple of blooms on it, but I just wanted to take them out already because they have so many seeds. I left some in. I'll just show you. I left some in, but there are so many seed pods that I just want to just get rid of them, the part of the plant that has bloomed already. So I left the foliage there, and it might bloom again. And then the other couple there, I left those there, and in a couple of days I'll go in and take those out. I mean, I'll cut it back so that the plant can use the energy not in producing seeds, because look how many seeds I would get if I leave that in. So no energy for seeds, but then the energy will go into making bigger leaves, going into the root system, and making the plant more vibrant and jubilant and rejuvenated, because it does take quite a bit of energy to produce so many seeds, and I don't need any seeds right now. So yeah, and then our daisies are opening quite well there, and the cherry tree still need a couple of days before I can go in and start picking those. So the garden is, I'm quite pleased with the garden, and that's the area where the heel all is at, looking very nice, giving some color over there. And yeah, okay, I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.